Alright, well, it's the next morning. This bastard does not want to come off, and upon researching, it seems like that is pretty common, and people just buy a new one, which kind of sucks, but I ordered a new one. It's like 30 bucks off AM Auto. So in the meantime, I'm gonna mount all this up, but while I'm under here and the exhaust is just out, I had this shifter bushing kit lying around, and I've been plugging away at it this morning. It's like 5 in the well, it's 6:30 now. Yeah, I got the shifter linkage off. It's a pain in the ass for the WRX Bugeye because of the snap ring on the bottom, but I got it out. I had that crazy shifter play, so I got this turning concept shifter linkage update. I got Kartboy shifter bushings for the front, rear, and I think that's it. I also had this short shifter that I got when I bought the car. Guy threw it in for free because he didn't need it. He didn't know what to do with it, so I took it off his hands. It doesn't really fit. I had the this thing off, and then I was trying to mount this up, but the bushings on the OEM one do not fit in here. And this is kind of a weird setup it's got going on here. The inside kind of rotates, kind of like gears. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Anyway, back into the card today. I got to use this. What's this called? Just some punch pins, pin punches, and I got to hit up the cotter pins that go right here. There's two. There's a big one and a little one in it. So I sprayed that with PB Blaster last night. I'm hoping it's not a bitch. And hopefully get the shifter back in. And then I also got, in addition to the full turbo back exhaust, we've got over here valve covers. And we also got this bad boy. We got a Grimmspeed Uppipe. I already took it out of the box and heat wrapped it a bit, and put the bolts on just so I didn't lose them. And we also have this Grimmspeed cross pipe. Same deal. I heat wrapped it again, and I wanted to put both these on the car today. I'm still debating whether or not to do that. I really wanted to port and polish my headers, just so, or port match at least, just so the flow from the headers to the cross pipe and everything going into the up pipe is it it'd just be more efficient. It feels like kind of a waste of time to put this on because it's just kind of like small tubing cross pipe, which is like bigger tubing, and then it goes back to like a bottleneck small tubing all the way to the up pipe. By port and polishing the headers, it'll be this thick all the way through, and it will help the exhaust flow to the turbo, hopefully helping spool. That's what I got on my list today. Right now I'm going to put this guy in, button up the transmission, and probably stick this on because I'm just waiting for an O2 sensor right now. Probably hold off on the downpipe and start the up pipe. which should be a bitch, but we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I was just under there, just kind of scoping things out. It's a really tight space. Can't really get a decent hammer swing in there. What I think I'm gonna do is remove the transmission brace. Someone online said you could do that, and if I did get rid of that, I could get a just straight shot to the hammer and I'd have more room to swing it. See how that goes. I'm gonna try to jack up the trans with the floor jack there, and right now since I'm going to be doing the Uppipe installation anyway, it calls for some wood to use with your jack. So I'm gonna cut some wood up with this saw I found. Some ghetto saw. Doesn't even work. I gotta fix it, tighten it or whatever. But I'm gonna cut a couple 2x4s or however the fuck long that is, and hopefully get the transmission brace off. Hopefully get that freaking pin out. I feel like that's the biggest hurdle of the day. Just get that pin out. So then when that's out, just swap this in, put the transmission brace back on, reassemble the shifter, go inside, put the plastic coverings back on, and then come back here, grab the wood again, and then start this Uppipe deal. Don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Right there. Yeah, it's gonna be another interesting day. Cut some wood, gonna jack up the trans, fix the trans, and then come up here, loosen the engine mount on the passenger side, jack the engine up a bit with the jack and a piece of wood, then get the old Uppipe out. I got the bolts soaking in PB Blaster right now, all of them, headers too. Hopefully get at least this one on, and then I'll throw this on just to get it out of my way for now. Port and polish will be like another episode or something. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to cutting my wood. Jacking up the jack. There's the drive shaft, and then there's the trans brace I'm gonna be trying to take off. A block of wood. God. The patience is real. Alright guys, I'm underneath the car. I got the transmission mount off, the bolts. I stripped the bolts here and here on the transmission mount. So I started unbolting the 4 bolts holding it to the trans, but I guess it didn't really matter because it wasn't connected to the brace anyway. So brace came off. I gotta tighten down the transmission mount again, but I'm under here just fiddling with the shifter. I just got this knocked out. I used the push pins, this one and this fat one, because the cotter pin is actually 2 different pieces. So there's a little one. I just got this big one out. So if I'm right, this old linkage should just pull off. It's twisting. I can't do it with one hand. I'm gonna have to get back to you guys. Alright, just slid right off. That's what we're left with. Alright, we're out from underneath the car. Finally got it out. Look at all that play. I don't know if you guys can see that. So much play in this. No wonder the shifter is so shitty. This one's really stiff. So you gotta tighten this one down. I got the pins from there. Gonna go back under, start hooking things up, shove these in there, and hopefully we'll have a good shifter. Alright, shifter's done. That was a pain in the ass. It was like 2 hours of hammering alone, not even including stripping the bolts on the trans spine and having to take the whole transmission mount assembly, whatever it is, off. But yeah, she shifts crisp now. So I just cleaned up real quick, got all my shit there. Might move on to the Uppipe, but while I'm here, I might just put the rest of the cap back on, see how that looks. Just getting ready for the installation of the downpipe, which I can't do till the uppipe's done. So, getting closer. Okay, with the half the exhaust on, and still waiting on the O2 sensor and the 2.2 ohm resistors for the uppipe. I'm just going to start the uppipe process. I already sprayed these with PB Blaster. I'm going to start breaking these, then head under here. It's pretty dirty under here, so I was spraying it with some gunk. I'm going to clean under here real quick before I start working. Then disconnect the uppipe from the manifolds, and then disconnect the 3 bolts holding each side, drop the whole thing as one unit, and then I might put the cross pipe on while it's down, undo the factory engine mount a little bit, and then jack the engine up about 2 inches, wiggle this out, and then home stretch from there, and then just torque everything to spec, and then should be good to go. I can't start it yet until we get that O2 sensor. I'm gonna have to put the downpipe back on, but almost there.